this is the realistic side of finding out your child's got leukemia. Do not take life.
This is Scott and this is Katie, and along with their little baby boy Teddy, they make up Life with the Bridges, and they are a vlogging channel who are dedicated to exposing or showing the trials and tribulations of a child with cancer and his journey through recovery of cancer. This channel at the moment has 11,000 subs, and they are just a lovely family just trying to get through a very difficult time in their lives. Obviously, it's very difficult, but when the lines get blurred between vlogging, monetizing your child's cancer journey, that's where I come in. So this is what they had to say for themselves. We are the Bridge family. We are a happy-go-lucky family. Of that consists of Scott, Dad, Katie, Mum, Teddy, son, Willow, Floof, Floof, Floof. Not quite sure what that is. I think it's a dog. Okay, that have a huge passion for travel, adventure, and exploring what the world really has to offer. On the 24th of February 2023, our life was turned upside down when what was always the worst imaginable nightmare soon became our devastating reality. We found out that our 10-month-old son Teddy was unexpectedly diagnosed with a rare form of AML leukemia. As you can imagine, no parent can ever prepare you for this news. We were quickly transferred from our local hospital to the famous Great Ormond Street Hospital in London to fight for our son's life. My son had a 183-day fight in hospital and finally rang that bell. You are joining us now as we attempt to start our long journey on Teddy's road to recovery post bone marrow transplant, and to do our best to rebuild our life as the Bridge family. Now, obviously, first up, I'd have to say that congratulations. It's an amazing achievement to have your child go through such a journey and come out the other end, and that is the most important thing in this story. However, that's not where the story ends. They did in fact come home, as they mention here.
Our treatment in hospital was finally over. We got him, Teddy! Big thumbs up! Yay! Well, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. He did it. He reached the end of his treatment. All the support from our friends and family and you guys as our community. We thank you beyond words as you gave us the strength to get through and to the end of Teddy's treatment.
Now, as we delve a little bit further into their channel, just to see how it all began and how they have profited from this situation. So they started off life on their channel with the very first video, Scotland's North Coast 500, the NC 500, in a motorhome. So they obviously vlogged their daily travels to the NC 500, and the views here were getting like 427, 415, 298. Really rocking the high life here. 353, 2 something, 249, 341, and you can see the views were, you know, I'm not going to say shit, but they were, you know, just substandard, standard, whatever, you know. I'm not complaining about that whatsoever. But if we scroll down here and we then come across, right, got these ones here, and then bam, it's 28,000. Why is it 28,000 all of a sudden? As soon as they stop vlogging their motorhome journeys to Scotland and they clickbait child's battle against cancer, 28,000. Right, okay, fine. You want to talk about your child with cancer, okay? Not a problem. it is a problem. Spoiler alert. Right, you then get the next one, battle against cancer again, about chemotherapy here, 18,000 views. Another one down here, more views, 18,000, all in the thousands. You can see this, but every single vlog, every single one is relating to their child's cancer journey, right? Which is insane. So you can see the difference in content is immediately marked by an absolute insane upturn in views, right? It's quite clear to see. So now I'm just going to give you a recording of what Scott had to say on one of his videos. I've taken the footage out of it because it was all about the child, so just listen to what he has to say.
With childhood cancer happening more and more frequently across the world, we decided to document our journey from start to finish to raise awareness and give cancer within children the exposure it deserves. We hope these videos give people a raw, detailed insight into what's involved, the treatment, the day-to-day hospital life, the emotions that come with having a child with cancer. So ladies and gentlemen, buckle up as we take you along on this whirlwind of a journey to save our son's life. And remember, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised.
So that was Scott telling us all that they vlogged this and are uploading it so that it inspires people and it raises awareness of childhood cancer. But I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that childhood cancer was a secret. Now, it's a terrible, terrible disease, cancer, and it's even worse when it affects children. It's one of the most things that upsets me is childhood cancer. I think it's horrible. Okay, I think, though, Scott, as much as you may have had good intentions originally to do this, it was the wrong thing to do. Some people will actually sit there and disagree with me. In actual fact, they'll say it's raising awareness, it's great. You know, you can use your child in order to do that. You don't need to use your child in order to raise awareness of childhood cancer or any other childhood disease or illness or sickness or anything. You don't ever need to use your child in order to do that. You can sit there and talk until you're blue in the face without your child even ever appearing. You don't have to tell your child's story. You don't have to mention your child's name. You don't have to say anything that relates back to your child. You don't have to. And as soon as you hit the monetization button, that's when it becomes a whole different ball game. It's not just raising awareness then, is it? It's not just I'm putting this out here to show our journey, right? If you wanted to record your own journey, I get why you would want to do that, right? But just keep it to yourself. If you're going to put up online, which I'd never ever recommend that you do. You don't need to monetize it, and you have done that, so it's it becomes a different ball game entirely. So now, as they have mentioned, he was in recovery and everything was going well, right? And then you'll notice that all the non-cancer related videos tended not to get quite so many views, as we can see here. You know, just regular vlogs didn't seem to do that well, to be fair, at all, did it, Scott? So what did you do in order to rectify that? I'm not saying that you did it on purpose. Obviously you can't, you don't want your child to have cancer. But when you clickbait after Christmas or at Christmas, something isn't right. Gets 20,000 views. Our Christmas was ruined. 24,000 views, and then the piece de resistance. No, please no. Is this the start of relapse? It's 29,000 views. Why do you think I got 29,000 views? Every vlog they've done since Christmas or since the New Year has got over 20,000 views. Why do you think that might be? Is it because you're clickbaiting that he's got cancer again? He's relapsing? Because, to be honest, to put that in a title, and that's an over dramatized title, that last one, that's so dramatic. It's not a game. I know you know it's not a game, right? I'm not in your life. You are the one that's dealing with this every day, and you know what you're going through every day. So I'm not going to sit here and say that you don't care. Obviously you do, but to clickbait it in that vein is just horrendous. I don't know if you've realised that, just how bad it actually is. That was awful. Now we're going to have a little quick gander at that particular vlog because, oh my god, it made me sick.
Day, and what started off as a lovely Christmas morning with our boy soon turned into a Christmas nightmare as our boy continued to show scary symptoms of something not being right. And you are now joining us on Boxing Day, where unfortunately things only go from bad to worse. We came down on Boxing Day morning to see how our boy was feeling after being sick yesterday. Within minutes of trying to start a lovely morning, he was instantly showing really worrying signs, and something needed to happen. Wow! What have you found?
It's just lying.
Good cough, darling. Oh. You okay?
Don't see
That
it.
was silly.
Should we have a little sit down for a second?
It doesn't feel right, does it?
So straight off the bat here, you can see that despite his child coughing and spluttering and looking a little bit, worse for wear, he continues to film. Yeah, he doesn't turn the camera off. No, you can't do that in this situation. Gotta catch the good shots, innit? You're making a movie here, Scott. You're making a movie. Come on, keep that camera rolling.
Yeah, here it comes.
Oops.
Need to open it. It's not good. He is delirious. He's all over the shop. Something's going wrong, guys.
So despite him being delirious and all over the shop, you not only carry on filming him, but you look directly into the camera and narrate it. You've actually narrated to your fans, your supporters, your community, or whatever it is over there on your channel, just to tell them what's going on with your child, because that's the most important thing. Deal with your child, right? Again, I'm not telling you how to parent a sick child, because I'm not in your situation, but the one thing you don't do is you don't keep talking into a camera and filming him whilst he's sick. That much I do know.
Wow, look at this.
My fourth one.
Fourth dog. We're just coming up with a plan to take him to hospital, get bags packed. Goodness me. It's all rush. We are heading to hospital. We've packed up our life again. I think this is not good, guys. Goodbye, Bridge HQ. See you when we see you. Let's go. This Christmas period was turning out to be an absolute nightmare. All the hopes and dreams of being able to spend an incredible time together as a family was quickly turning from magical to miserable. And as parents with a child post-cancer who is still very high risk of relapse, we were absolutely petrified. No words can ever describe the feeling of your life flashing before your eyes again.
You say no words can ever describe, but you had a bloody good go, didn't you? This narration is pretty sick, in my opinion, right? And not the good kind of sick, actually sick. You've actually put pen to paper, because this has been rehearsed or written down. You've written this down, you've written a script, and you've read it off as a film, right? That's how much effort and time and effort you've gone to put this together, right? It's just really, yeah, those are the words that you managed to find to describe the feeling.
The past trauma coming back heavier than ever, and the fear of the future and the unknown strangles your life with an infinite amount of power. But we had no choice but to stay as strong as possible and get some answers at whatever it may take. And unfortunately, within the world of cancer, you have to start at the worst case scenario, being relapse, and work your way back. So that is what we were going to do. This place absolutely haunts me. I'm just trying to go and find a coffee for us and maybe grab us a sandwich just from up the road. Nothing's open because it's Boxing Day. But it's straight back into hospital mode. We need to be strong for Teddy and hydrated and full tummies. So a coffee and a sandwich is absolutely essential so we can make decisions with a level head rather than doing it when we're tired, hungry, and just going through everything else we're going through. But we are trying to stay as calm as possible. He's just had a little bit of water, which is a positive, so we're just going to see how this plays out. I've spoken to Kate, and basically our plan from here is just to bring him into this hospital, our local hospital, which, funny enough, we were here 3 days ago delivering 170 presents, not thinking that one of those presents potentially might be coming to our door, because we are spending our Christmas period in hospital.
So yeah, the rest of the vlog was basically them at the hospital filming the child, playing, filming themselves talking about what's going on. The child is going in, having blood tests and things like that to get to the bottom of what's happening. And at the end, nothing has actually happened. So they don't know. They have to wait, basically. So, the overriding feeling about this particular vlog and this channel is that they're using their child for monetary gain. Now, there will be a lot of arguments about this because a lot of people think that it's okay to film your child to raise awareness, and that child might incur costs to pay for their treatment and things, so the monetary gain there could be offset with that. So that could be a thing. That might be your opinion. Let me know if that's your opinion down in the comments down below. My opinion is that you shouldn't monetize these situations. You should not film your child whilst they're sick. Doesn't matter if it's for raising awareness purposes. Should not turn that camera on as soon as they're sick. Film yourself talking about your journey if that's what you want to do, but don't mention your child's name, don't mention your child or anything like that. But yeah, don't do it. Also the other thing that I've noticed, and this has happened in quite a few vlogs that they've done, is they have filmed their child in the bath. They've filmed their child running around in just nappies, and yeah, you should never do that. Okay, just never, ever, 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 ever do that. Okay, it doesn't matter what other people tell you. You just don't do it. Just don't do it. There are a lot of people on the internet with nefarious, objectives, shall we say, and that should never be a thing. You should never put your child nearly naked on the internet. Anyway, so please let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Are you okay with parents filming their children, monetizing it and using it as awareness reasons for them doing so? Or are you on the other side of the fence in that it's not okay? Let me know in the comments down below. That would be great. Until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Scott, if you're watching, please don't take offense too much, obviously. I'm just giving you a little bit of advice, and that is all. I wish you all the best. I don't wish you any harm. You're doing an amazing job out with YouTube, obviously. And yeah, until next time, guys, have a lovely day. Take care and bye-bye.